Golden Bachelor Fantasy Suites exclusive details from Gerry's interview. Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, thank you. Last week on The Golden Bachelor, Gerry found himself in an impossible situation. He can't decide who he can't live without and who goes home empty-handed. Gerry confessed to loving all three women when returning from hometown visits. The episode ended on a cliffhanger, with fans unsure of who received Gerry's other rose. Reported to People, Gerry confessed he wasn't sure about the variation between falling in love and being in love, but expressed how he was able to specify the three amazing women to find the one. Gerry explained some this week while appearing as a guest on the Tamarind Hall show. When Gerry arrived at the rose ceremony very emotional, he shared, "Tonight, I recognize that I've developed a bond and a connection with all three of you, and these hometowns mean more than just three of you and more than just me. Now, families are involved, and that makes it all that much harder. But I remind myself that this is my journey, and this is one more step that I have to make before I'm to the point where I can find my true love, the person I want to spend the rest of my life with." Gerry Turner ran out getting emotional. He admitted to feeling sick while bending his hands over his knees. Gerry is unable to decide who will get the other rose. Having to send someone home is gut-wrenching. He felt like dying inside a little bit right at that moment. Fans can't wait to see what will be next on this week's coming episode. Tuesday night on Tamarind Hall show, Gerry released incredible insight for the fantasy suites, sharing his thoughts about loving all three women at the same time. Recalling some advice from Trista Sutter, he agreed he kept that top of mind as he went through the Golden Bachelor journey. Gerry Turner was able to use the fantasy suites for more than knocking boots. It was difficult for Leslie, Faith, and Theresa to talk mic'd up and in front of their grandkids. Gerry goes on to say, "I found the fantasy suites to be the perfect moment to connect intellectually and emotionally with these women, where I could have conversations that weren't basically in front of our grandchildren. Who do you think will get the last rose? How do you feel this should go? What will happen next episode? Team Leslie, Theresa, or Faith? Sound off in the comments. We love to hear your thoughts." The golden boy Gerry Turner is once again reducing his options. Fans witnessed him go on 3 dates back home on Thursday. He was then forced to select 2 women to go on imaginary suite dates. Leslie Fimo was the only one to receive a rose as the episode concluded on a cliffhanger. They're going to the fantasy suites after he hands out that second rose. This week, during their conversation, Gerry and Tamarind Hall talked about a crucial subject that came up during their late-night meetings: his readiness to relocate. Will he go out of Indiana in search of love? Continue reading to learn more. The Golden Boy in an interview with Tamarind Hall, Gerry Turner discussed his willingness to relocate for love. Previously, Gerry had no desire to date someone who resided more than 60 miles away. But then I got on reality TV, and that was different. Since Gerry truly doesn't have an option for long distance, what will he do? Revealed that one of the first topics he and his girlfriends discussed while they were alone and in closed quarters was where to reside. They wanted to chat about topics they can't actually talk about in front of their grandchildren during their time in fantasy suites. For Gerry, therefore, the fantasy suites were more about relating to each other and discussing problems they needed to overcome. That covers living conditions as well. Is he ready to relocate for love then? According to Gerry, it all comes down to making compromises. Because he mentioned not wanting to give attorneys any work to do by breaking his NDA, he was extremely cautious about what he said. He did, however, mention that he and his chosen candidate had talked about and begun exploring a number of potential relocation locations across the nation. He was obviously unable to disclose the locations he was considering, but he is amenable to relocating in order to be near his last rose receiver. The Golden Bachelor's Thursday night show concluded on a cliffhanger. Gerry Turner had to reduce his 3 girlfriends to only 2. Leslie accepted her rose from him, but he kept the other one to himself. One of those fantasized sweet dates is assured to whoever receives the second rose. Which one will it be, Faith or Theresa? To see who he chooses, fans will have to pay attention. In addition, the women will all be reunited for the November 16 Women Tell All broadcast. Watch this space for spoilers and additional developments. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our The Bachelor News channel and stay with us.